The battle goes well. All units prepare to board that Star Cruiser.
I could not be happier to find out that Star Wars Battlefront 2 was apparently experiencing a resurgence in player numbers due to what seems to be the popularity around Andor Season 2. So I wasted no time downloading it again so I could see for myself, especially since I wasn't sure this would be the case for the console versions as well. The good news is that the servers are alive. I've jumped into a bunch of games since and recorded some footage as well because I knew I was gonna get the itch to talk about it. So welcome, it's time for another edition of Nick's Notebook.
Punch it!
I want to talk about the actual gameplay and how it all looks and feels right now, but first I want to quickly chat about what happened before and where things are now. So Battlefront 2 is one of those games that started off with major issues, especially ones that come as a result of prioritizing greed over respecting your player base. Now, I have no idea how Star Wars fans came up with this idea, but gamers decided to rebel. It really also didn't help that Disney's new films weren't exactly winning fans over at the time either, and so Battlefront 2 was pretty much dead. In a perfect example of too little too late, they got rid of a lot of the greed-fueled junk in Battlefront 2 and got the game to a really decent place, but by then, almost everyone had buggered off and every time I tried to play I was met with nothing but empty servers waiting for more players to join. From my gameplay footage, you might have noticed that I'm playing on Xbox, and I should point out that one of the dumbest issues with the game right now, especially if they were ever hoping to get players back, was that it doesn't support crossplay of any kind. Not between PC and console, not even between PlayStation and Xbox. Despite Xbox being the smallest install base out of the current gen consoles though, the servers are indeed full of players. But if EA is hoping to capitalize on this sudden resurgence, they'd better get on that right away. I mean, they were probably about ready to pull the plug on Battlefront 2 servers at this point, so I'm fairly sure EA couldn't see this coming, but the fact that they hadn't already patched in crossplay tells me that they had basically lost all faith in it ever recovering at all. Running around in Battlefront 2 has been a blast though. I really love the environments and the modes, and in many ways its slightly more simplistic and arcadey approach fixes a lot of the frustrations I ran into playing something like Battlefield. Sure, there are still dudes in those lobbies who are absolutely obliterating everyone else, but Battlefront's big battles and chaos feel just much more epic. And they do a good job of funneling everyone into areas so that the battles are hectic and you really kind of feel like you're in the movies. There's such a good solid feel to a lot of the weapons as well, considering that pretty much everything is a blaster. It's kind of impressive that all the guns feel unique enough. And all the little gadgets and gimmicks are pretty fun to mess around with too. I remember that there's this whole card system that you use as well, probably originally powered by the need to try and sell something to us, and truth be told I haven't fully wrapped my head around that again yet and I've just kind of ignored it for now. Battlefront 2 also still looks so good, despite being around 7 years old this year, and on my Xbox Series X it's looking pretty much as good as I'd expect any sort of big multiplayer shooter to look right now. Also, one of the strongest aspects of any Star Wars game, of course, is usually that they have access to one of the best existing sound and music libraries in cinema history. So everything from vehicles, lasers, and thermal detonators just sound fantastic. This really gives me a new hope that we might eventually see a Battlefront 3, but honestly, with the state of Star Wars and its franchise right now and the budgets and time needed to make games these days, I actually think they've got most of what they need right here, and they already have all of the eras, so I mean, they just need to get on it, update Battlefront 2, add some new features, start pumping out Andor DLC or something, and a few new maps or modes, and they could really get something solid going again here. And we can finally all enjoy the Battlefront 2 we were supposed to be playing years ago. And the poor little EA executives and shareholders can actually see some decent money and return on their investment. Supporting the poor shareholders is, after all, the true reason we all play games. #never forget. So I really hope that this surge isn't temporary, because the old school Star Wars fan in me still wants to see things get back on track, whether it's the games, movies, or shows, but we'll see. So if you're interested in jumping back in, do it. If you don't own the game in some form by now, it's also accessible on Game Pass via EA Play, so that's a pretty easy way to get a hold of it as well. Are you thinking of playing? Have you jumped in already? And if you did, is it feeling good to you? I'd love to hear your thoughts and have a chat in the comments, so please do drop your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button on your way out to let me know. I also do focused reviews, gameplay videos, and more, so if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.
We're taking control of Command Post Auric.